Hey there, Russell Beste here again, candidate U.S. Senate, independent and self-funded. Here just to give an election update, and it's a little bit longer for most of my videos, but I'll do my best to not make it too long. First of all, got a lot of feedback from people, some good, some really bad. People commented that my videos are not very professionally made, and that's on purpose. I'm simply trying to be me. You're not going to see any big streamers or jet airplanes flying behind me. It's just simple talk straight from me. Kind of just a one-on-one kind of person. Second, some people have commented I'm way too left or way too right or this or that. I'm really issue by issue, and I guarantee no one's going to agree with everything I say. That's the greatness of America is holding on different issues and discussing different issues. And certainly, you know, if you want to be a far left or a far right kind of person, if there is such a thing, then you don't have to compromise, but then we'll never get anywhere. So I think issue by issue is the way to go, in my opinion, personally. A few things. I'm running for jobs. I really want to create jobs here. That's the main reason I'm campaigning for this office. I believe I have a substantial experience in a lot of different industries, and especially high technology, and I can bring and am working very hard to bring jobs here, both the UVM and various other outlets to bring jobs here. Second, taxes are exceptionally high here, and we're in a lot of financial trouble here because of that. We pay really high taxes. I pay over $12,000 a year on my house. It's crazy, and I don't have that big of a house. And also, you know, just general taxes in general. Our economy's fading. Our population's aging. Schools are shrinking. It's not good. We need to bring jobs here. Otherwise, you have to ask, what are we really building here if we can't keep our own population happy and well-fed and taken care of and living well? Second, global warming. Yes, I think we should do something about global warming. Some people think, well, we should just, you know, that's natural occurrence of nature and that's just the way it is. I think we can be somewhat proactive on that. That's my personal view, but I respect others. Left versus right, yeah, killing each other. I think we need to focus on issue by issue and understanding each other and trying to find compromise. We both want the world to be a better place, ultimately, so we all want the same thing. Senate term limits. I think 2 to 3 terms would be appropriate and max. People said, well, the elections provide term limits. Sort of, but not really, because people who are in office have far greater advantage than the rest of us do, because they're in office day by day. People give them money, all those sorts of things, so they have a tremendous advantage. I work all day, so people like me work all day, so we campaign at night. So yeah, it's a lot tougher, and they're protected that way. So I think we ought to really seriously consider term limits. College and tuition. I think really we ought to think about online college free via online courses through our community colleges. That would halve the cost of college. That would be great. Same with skill training. We need to give our population new skills. You know, that's one of the reasons the economy's passed some people out, because they're not getting new skills. So we need to work on that. I think there's too much money in our elections. They don't need it. The internet's free. We don't need to have all this money in election. It just people get their vote bought, and people like me lose my vote. Need strong armed forces in the world. We protect the world. We're a protector, and we also protect our free markets. It's important we sustain our armed forces. Trade wars are bad, I believe. I don't think that helps any of us. We're a very high-paying, higher level of society than a lot of countries, so we're not going to be able to compete well on the little things. But let's compete on the bigger things, the things that are more value-added. So that's another reason why we need to train our population. I'm very much a believer of all people are created equal, and we need to work very hard to always preserve that. I advocate clean, sustainable energy. I think that's very important. And, looking to the future, we should always try to do that, to have clean air, clean Lake Champlain, things of that nature. I support working families. And again, we need to provide working families with jobs. You can't live here if we don't have good jobs. We have such a beautiful place. We have plenty of people with lots of talent. We just need to provide them jobs. And I can provide that, and I can help make that happen, and am making that happen. Let's see, what else? It's very hard for some Vermonters to retire. People who retire here are really struggling. That's so unfortunate. We owe to them to give them some sort of a nice life. So we need to work hard to make sure people can retire here with reasonable tax payments and be able to survive and live in comfort and prosperity. Last 2 things, need to reduce the national debt. $64,000 per person is way too much. We need to do something about that. And one way is to create more jobs to pay our way out of it. Another is to cut spends in government, better management of our government, better ways to make the government work for us. That's our government. Let's do something about it in a good, positive fashion. Immigration is very important, but we've got to realize we're only 5 or 6% of the entire world population. So we also want to preserve our culture. We have a great culture here, and so it's always that balance of doing that. Anyway, Russell Beste, candidate U.S. Senate. No one's paying me a dime for all this. I'm only working for you, the individual voter. So please vote for me, and I will work very hard to work for you. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye.